Now, coming here, 46,029. Okay, almost we are having a 200 to 250 point premium. So these guys can expect to move somewhere around 46,400 to 450 odd levels. Will they go and test it? That's something which we will see it. So initially you might see some people like unwinding their positions, profit booking happening and so on. How they are going to be doing that, that's something which we will test it as well. Okay, one more minute. Okay, it has opened at 300. So what I'm trying to do is I'm just going on the flow. We are adding some position. I wanted it to come below the 300 mark. So we have added around like 600 quantities. If it crosses the 340 mark, we will try to trail this one. $360. Don't trigger it. It's went almost to the level wherein it is coming back. I hope it is getting triggered. No. So we will try to close. I think, Prem, you just needed to check that one. The stop loss on this one is not getting done. So what I'm trying to do is, I'm just trying to close my positions using the other options which we have, 50%, 100%, and so on. So in case of our morning trade, by this time, we should have made sure that like our trade is done and then moving on. I'll also test this one. Set an auto alert. Okay, I'll do one thing.
Can you refresh?
Yes, I'll just refresh the cache. In the meantime, I'll go here. Our old one. Looks like almost all the quantities got closed except 45. I'll just set it. So by this time, your opening trade should be done. And your day also should be done. Right? So if you are someone who's looking for a 1% target, you just go with the analysis, do what is that, and then see where exactly it's opening. Just go with the flow, done with your day, and then relax. If you would have been doing this regularly, you'll be sitting with tons and tons of cash. But we don't do that, right? We don't do that. We think that we have been employed 9:15 to 3:30. We are like a slave of the market and we needed to trade through the day. That's exactly the problem. So in case, the reason why we have given all these options, even if you have made money and if you are trying to trail it, imagine anything comes above like in 20K is going to be a bonus for me. Then set it above the target and leave it for the day. Keep a small quantity. Sometimes this can also give you, like if it is going to be a trending day, it can easily give you another 10K also. Even with a small quantity. You're not going to be taking any large risk, but at the same time, things can give you easy money in the way you needed to do it. So let's do a quick poll. How many of you carried overnight position? Call, put. Call. Trade to trail now. Almost you should be getting it. How many of you took intraday positions? How many of you are literally scared, I don't want to take any positions today? There are quite a few. Okay. Usually it happens. Okay, so usually it happens. So in case, the 45,700, okay, look at that. It went all the way to 350, 360. Now it is coming back. Now, did it go to our resistance area? No. Did it go below? No. So it is stuck somewhere in between. This is like normally an area wherein you can get the move on either side. Imagine someone who wanted to quickly enter. Okay. So if you see that there is an opportunity, I wanted to enter on this 45,700 itself. Okay, so it went to 380 odd levels, right? So if I find that I needed to take an entry, so I'm entering here. So what you normally try to do is, don't try to go in all quantity at one go. Normally, that's how I do it. So imagine if I have a capital of around 25 lakhs. Okay, so what I normally try to do is, keep another like in 2-3 lakhs or 5 lakhs at these levels, and then do not take the risk beyond that. Though overall my capital is around 1 CR, I don't want to deploy more than 25 lakhs in each account. Because our monkey mind always say, one fine day, you go, do every averaging, whatever that is there in the world, and then lose all the money in one day. So best thing is, keep small capital, and even with that, try to deploy 5 to 10%, not beyond that. Only when you're like really confident that this particular setup is going to be giving you the result, go up to 20%. Nothing more, nothing less. That's it. And in case if it is coming down, this is the area wherein we will try to take some positions. A quick move. Let's see whether it is able to get towards a 300 odd mark. Keep the chart handy. Why handy? Now, the Bank Nifty is around 300 points. The ones which are like making the market move higher is HDFC is 0.32, ICICI is the only drag, Kotak is 0.81, and you can clearly see Axis is around 1.81, SBI is 2. All these guys are giving you a big push. And RSI, it went up to that 80 mark, and now it is cooling off somewhere around that 75, 76. Now my big one is, in case if I'm needed to hold this trade, I needed to wait for the next levels. Okay, so what is going to be the next important level? These are morning supports. I wouldn't give too much of importance to these indicators. The importance which I will give is the blue line. So in case, if you're thinking to take trades, you should be ready to average your position till that level. So the level at which it is trading is 46,230 odd levels. The blue line is somewhere around 46,070 to 80 odd level. Now, you can easily get another 100 to 150 point fall. Are you prepared to average till that level? As I keep saying in the session, averaging is an art. That's the reason I don't normally ask the people to go all in at one go. Never ever go all in at one go. Averaging, you should be ready to take the positions for every 50 to 100 rupees. So if you're thinking about taking a position, 2 lots over here, 4 lots here, 8 lots here, 16 lots here. The averaging should be more where the support is going to be. The reason is, imagine even if it breaks, your maximum money deployed will be near to your support and you will not lose much. But if you have taken the entire quantity here, by the time it comes here, your M2M would have been showing you big red, you would panic, you will start to close your positions. So always remember that. That's the area wherein we needed to be holding our positions pretty aggressively. Did I take a put trade as well? My keyboard wouldn't function. Okay, we will close this one. I'll hold only the call trade. So around 318, 320 now. I won't be in a hurry now to average more my positions. I would wait for these two levels wherein I would be getting like a much bigger price than what I am currently holding it for. Good news is the VIX has not done much damage now. Okay, the VIX is still holding up around that 15.8 odd mark. It is not moving up, not falling, which is a stabilized sign. Whenever you see the VIX in a stable line, that means either it is bullish or like I'm not going to do much. That's a good sign. Now let's quickly go and look at the data points as well. How other data points are like in shaping up for you. Since we have already been at 920 odd levels, the futures data, you might see some short covering happening. Yes, that is what it is. And now let's look at the options data. 45,700. So you can clearly see there is like a short covering happening here. Huge short buildup is happening here. Almost close to 10 lakhs. This is important now. Next, coming into the options chain page, 40 to 50% move, 60% move. Do we have any open and high on the put side or on the call side? We see a lot of put positions on the open and high. Will I go and take a trade on the put side just because the open and high is there? No. Why? Yeah, the 50% rule kicks in. Call side, you already started seeing all the strikes have been like going higher with 50%. On the put side, it has fallen more than 50, 60%. So whenever this happens, we needed to see a strong reversal happening for me to do that. But in those cases, in case if the market is really like making a move like that, then you just needed to be very careful. In case if it has gone in your favor, just try to trail it. So this way you will not lose anything which you wanted to do it, and at the same time look at that. Like when we saw it was around 380 odd levels. So keep a 5-point gap and then keep trailing it. It may hit it, yeah, it's hitting. That's okay. But still, when the move is happening in your favor, try to trail, go along with that. Normally, when you're in front of the screen, when you're watching it, you will easily be able to identify it and then keep going it. Now, if you feel, Shiva, like, I've done with this, at least I needed to protect 25,000. Okay? We haven't taken any positions. Look at this, the price went to 380 odd levels and it is quickly falling towards that level. So clearly suggesting some kind of an supply is coming in at the higher levels. So there is clearly a supply which is coming in from the higher levels. So please be careful. And they're just playing around with the morning VWAP. They're not making much noise. They're just playing around in the territory. Nifty is around 80 points. Bank Nifty is around 320 points. And all the candles in the morning have been with more than 50K. Clearly, this market is absolutely showing you good signs of bullishness. Only one candle which got formed in the red, but remaining ones are all in the green. Now, this is fun, right? What is happening with the trending OI data? I gave you a clue also on the trending OI. Let's look at this one later. I showed you the trending OI data with a little bit of a clue. I'll show you now. So on a 3-minute time frame. So are you able to see a clue on the options chart now? Early morning clues now. The market is trading somewhere around 46,000. This is 45,700. We are playing deep in the money. We are not even looking at OTM strikes. We are playing deep in the money. And you are able to see this. The price went in the previous candle around like 384. Now it is falling. But what has happened here? What is this candle is denoting? OI plus the price. Is it just a short covering? Is it just a short covering? It is the combination of Q3 and Q4. What is that? Short covering plus long unwinding. What has happened? When it went higher, people who have been like buying at lower level like 300, 320, they all would have tried to book their profit at 380, 390. That's the reason the price is starting to fall. Now, as it is going lower, where exactly the chart is also moving? It is also moving lower. So someone who would have bought it at 380 or 370 by this time, you would have started to panic. That's the reason you needed to, once it is in your profit, try to trail it. Always keep thinking that capital preservation is going to be the #1 priority. All other things comes behind. Where exactly now I would be looking for an opportunity. The RSI is cooling off, market is cooling off. Almost we got 30 to 40 odd points fall happened. Now we will try to take every levels at the lower end. So when it is going near to the super trend and the WMA, I'll try to add more. When it is going near to the blue line, I will add more. So that's the area wherein we will get some good moves there. Did I take a put trade? I think I needed to seriously think about my keyboard skills. Okay, sorry about that. Huh? Yeah, I'm slowly getting used to that. That might be the reason. Okay, anyway. I think market always does something good and it just keep doing it. You touch either a call or a put, we will give you money. Now it has fallen to 280 odd levels. This is almost like in a no trade zone. Don't go aggressive here. When it is trading between the levels, there is no point in you taking aggressive. Just take some small quantity because you may never know when there is going to be a sudden reversal happening. The same strike, which we are getting it at 277. Look at this price now, 47,700, right? It is trading at 46,177, and then the spot is trading somewhere around 45,900. Just calculate the intrinsic value. It should be somewhere around 240, and it is currently trading at 280 odd levels. Okay, so 40-point premium, that's fine for me in a morning. If it has seen last week, I think when we had the session, the premiums were in the morning around 200 to 300 odd levels. just before the budget. So now this is cool one, and we can just look out for some opportunities when it is coming back. Can it go here? Take a big support. That will be a primary big area for me, wherein I can just go aggressive. And at this juncture, 280 to 290 odd levels. And if I wanted to close, I don't want to lose beyond 25,000. So say, for example, with a capital of around 25, 26 lakhs, if I'm getting 1%, that's good. So if I'm getting anything more than that, I'm happy. Then keep your M2M levels at this, maybe around like 26,500, and then set it. I'm not even like in trailing it. I'm just setting it. We will trail it once it is moving, maybe like after 300, 350, I will be able to move it. Guys, there is going to be a quiz on all the data points, whatever that I'm discussing, whatever the things which I'm like showing you, there will be a quiz in the afternoon. The reason why I'm sharing all this is so that it helps you all to enhance your knowledge, and it will be an interesting one. I want to check your knowledge in the second half. What is that which you have understood? Now it has gone to 38 odd levels. What I will do, I will just keep this one at around 30 to 500. And we also set a target of 363, that is 75 points. We kept a stop loss, we kept a target, everything is done. In case if you feel, no, Shiva, I wanted to trail it here also, then keep it at here with a 5 point or 6 point gap. You wanted to quickly move it lower, you can do that. You can't quickly increase it, you can do that as well. So around 40K, now it got booked around 40. Are we taking any stress in the morning to take trades? Trading is fun, easy. How many of you feel that it is easy? Guys, trading should be done the way we anticipate and look at the data. And once the data is giving you an opportunity, even I will be going wrong. Sometimes the data can, you will have a large swing and large. But how we handle that situation, that's where it is important. I don't know how many of you attended the last week session. We went from almost 40K to 3 lakh loss. From there, we recovered again. How we recover and how we don't panic from those situations is what is key. If you're going to be panicking without trusting the data, then it will always be a problem. That doesn't mean we'll keep on averaging the positions through the day. Never do that. That's again a key one. So again, back to the 300 odd mark. How many of you did that mistake? Normally I do this mistake. Now the amount is around 39,900. Let me make it to 40,000 round off. Almost. Now I got the 40,000 mark. Now I will close it. This we normally do it, right? See this. This is going to be like an area wherein we normally tend to lose a lot. I don't know how many of you have done that. I have done this several times and lost big. Not only the capital, like in a profit, the capital also get wiped away. Okay? Don't carry that emotion. If you feel that it has to, done with your day, close it and then relax. That's the best way to do it.